Well, I thought I was recording. I just spent about 7 minutes talking. Hello. Last video, I did a 100 days video that was sort of about how I realized there's 100 days left of the year and I'm going on a big cycling adventure, and I was feeling very emotionally distressed and challenged, and I was feeling depressed and sad. So I decided to keep the updates because today it's October 2nd and there's 90 days left of the year. I've been keeping a daily blog. I'm going to go back through this, and this is just documentation for when I'm going on my trip. And if people want to wonder, how did this guy prepare for whatever he did? And this is just documentation, and it also helps me realize, have I actually been productive this week? Because I thought I was fairly productive this week, even though for about 4 out of the 10 days, I say this week, but the last 10 days, about 4 out of the last 10 days, I've struggled to get out of bed, or I've just struggled to do anything of value until like the end of the day. But I thought, hey, I've not done too bad. But let's read this out. So I already talked about day 100. Um, yeah, I got a sweet message from my friend after I recorded the video. But let's talk about the last 10 days. So day 99, I was still feeling depressed. I did some gaming with my friend. Finished Divinity. I was watching some Bleach. I'm working on a Bleach video, so I'm watching. My favorite TV shows is called Bleach, and I'm working on a big video about that. I have a few videos I've already made about some of the filler arcs, and yeah, so I was working on that project. I played some games with my brother also. God gave me some really, really strong words, some really encouraging stuff. So that was really awesome. That was a big part of that day where I just felt like God spoke to me. So that was really cool. Um, then day 98, watched a lot of Bleach, got a cool message, very, very awesome feedback from my friend. Um, Really, really, really cool. That was so encouraging to hear from my friend. So I don't want to understate that. And I played, did some gaming with my brother, and I watched a lot of Bleach episodes, and I worked on my comic. I bought a $2 pumpkin that I'm still eating. Day 97, I went counseling. I'm seeing a counselor every 1 to 2 weeks, and I saw them, so that was very helpful. I did some cycling, worked on my comic, talked with my friend, more Bleach, and I played a bit of Half-Life 2 that I've been playing that recently. Day 97, some more Half-Life 2, and I watched Who Killed Captain Alex, which is a Ugandan movie with about $200 budget, and I watched that with my sister. It was very fun. I played the ukulele a bit and cooked the pumpkin. It was really nice. Um, yeah, kind of a chill day. Pretty good. Then September 27th, which was day 95. Um, I do work. I work 4 days a week. I work part time right now, but I went on a walk, a hike with my mother, and we saw a newt. We saw some frogs. We saw some puffball mushrooms that were really awesome, like the exact same texture as marshmallows. Um, and I went to work. Yeah. Day 94, I did some drum practice, worked on my comic, cooked the mushrooms, played Neo on the PS4, and went to work. And then day 93, or 93 days until the end of the year that day. It was Sunday, so I played the drum in church. I watched a little bit of Bleach, went to work, had a good talk with my friend, and played The Long Dark. The Long Dark is a very realistic survival video game set in like the deep winter of Canada, where it's like minus 35 at night and like minus 11 in the day. Now it's nowhere near that cold where I live. It's very mild where I live. But when I played it a bit in 2022, I think, and that was before I started to go camping. And now I've gone camping. It's really cool to play a game that's so realistic in like kind of a dire survival situation, um, where it's really difficult, and I'm not even playing on like a hard difficulty. I'm playing on like Voyager, the second easiest. Like there's 5 difficulties. I'm playing on the second easiest. It's really hard to stay alive. But I managed to get to day 4 before I died. Usually I only make it to day 1 or 2. So that was pretty good, and that was just really fun because I had to encounter a lot of things that I actually have to be prepared to encounter in real life, and I encountered those things in the game, like struggling with water, filtering your water, being encountering wildlife like wolves or bears or stuff like that. Yeah, so that was really cool to be playing that game again. Day 92, I laid in bed all morning. That day was really difficult. I felt like I accomplished nothing of value or worth until like 4:30, where I managed to pull myself together. I also was having a lot of struggles in my mind of addictions and impulsions and temptations and just some really bad thoughts in my mind. I think I had bad dreams that night also, a night before. So I was really struggling with that. But I managed to turn it around, or God turned it around. I went outside, I got out the house, went to the store, felt a lot better, hung out with my family, went on a night bike ride. I touched a spider, and I had a breakthrough with my purpose. I spoke to God, and that was really encouraging. And I died in the long dark. So that day managed to turn itself around. Yeah. And day 91, the first day of October, where I really realized, oh shoot, I actually have to be working on my projects every day. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to get what I like, not even half of what I wanted to do by the end of the year to get done and out of the way. I'm not going to be able to achieve even half of that if I'm not working on my projects every single day. Yeah. But I watched again. I was still struggling that day at the beginning, and I kind of got that realization later on. Not as bad as the day before, as day 92, but day 91, I binged the first season of Red Dwarf. I made a big stew, really nice. I'm probably gonna have that for dinner, some leftovers. I watched some Bleach and hung out with my family. That was about it. Again, I was struggling that day, but yeah, I was rising up. Hopefully, I'm continuing to rise and just appreciating the change of the season. I really like autumn a lot, so I was sort of feeling like I just felt sad, and I was like, oh, maybe autumn feels like, well, doom and gloom and stuff, but no, I'm actually enjoying it now. I'm enjoying it. And then today I played a Steam game with my friend. It was really, really fun. I foraged, did a little bit of foraging. I got some. I'm gonna have to double check that this is all edible, but I got some like pea plants. I don't know what it's called, the name of it, the plant, but I know it's edible. Found some apples, some random wild apples, and then some rose hips. And I'm gonna have to check to see if those are edible. I'm pretty sure they are, but I just want to double check. Yeah. So that's what I did today, and I'm gonna try and work on my bleach project. I have to go now. Something's in the bushes. Yeah, so that's just kind of an update, and the purpose of it is for myself because I thought I got a lot accomplished this week, but reading it out, I realized accountability. Hey, I didn't do as much as I wanted to do, or as much as I thought I did, and I really need to be more intentional and use my time better if I want to actually do these things before I go and be ready to go. So, yeah, thank you for listening. I hope you found this interesting or enjoyable or just an insight into what I'm doing and how I'm trying to prepare myself. I know I didn't get into the weeds, but yeah, that's basically what I did between 100 days and 90 days left of the year. And if you are watching this back um, later, when I'm already on the trip, or I'm on the trip, or I've done the trip, you can look back and see what I was doing before I left. I've also been working, like I mentioned, a few bike rides, and I've been doing some exercises and stuff. Now, I think a little bit before I did the 100 days video, I was about 129 pounds. Now I'm about 132 pounds. So I put on about 3 pounds of weight, which I think is mostly muscle. So that is pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm just trying to keep that up and work on my projects because a lot of my projects are pretty sedentary. But I'm trying to get out of the house every day and stuff. Yeah, that's how my physical fitness is going, and seeing the doctor and stuff like that will be something coming up soon. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much for listening to this. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. God loves you, and um, I need Him. I need Him to achieve the things that are ahead of me. A lot of these things are scary, and God helps me to just have faith that someone loves me and someone's looking after me, looking out for me and preparing the way for me. Have a wonderful day.